Arrive on your mat, in your safe space, your sacred space, and prepare to practice. Settle in a comfortable seat, a sukhasana. Hands can be placed on your thighs, your lap, with your palms up to receive. Tall spine, crown reaching skyward. Just settling in, connecting to the breath, connecting to the moment that you are in, the present moment. Sitting in peace, sitting in stillness. Setting your intention for your practice today. Your resolve for peace, for kindness. Letting your heart and your mind be open to receive. Be open to the life you would like to choose for yourself. The life you would like to create for yourself. And then watching as the universe allows your choice to unfold. Feel the breath move through your body. Notice as your belly lifts and expands, and the breath rises through your side body, your back body, all the way up to your collarbone. Sip it in, receive, and then begin your exhale, watching as the breath leaves and moves through your body right down to the navel, where you can almost feel your navel move back towards your spine. Inhale a deep cleansing breath. Your belly expands and lifts like a balloon. Your back body receives breath, prana. Your side body, your ribs, all lift and expand. Sip it in just a little bit more, right up to the collarbone. And then release and let go. Breath by breath, moment by moment. One more deep breath, the 3-part breath, the Dirga Pranayam. Inhaling, lifting. Having that conversation with your heart, letting the breath flower up to your collarbone, and then letting go and releasing all that came before your practice today. Sitting with the breath, sitting in the moment, noticing, feeling. Connecting to Mother Earth. Move your hands to your heart center. Acknowledge the moment. Acknowledge your presence. Circle your arms over your head. Feel the energy rise, and then begin your lateral stretch. Moving the body from right to left. Inhaling, arm overhead, releasing, connecting with the earth, and opposite arm overhead. Awakening the body in this gentle movement from side to side. Extending your legs for a moment long in front of you, coming off a blanket if you were sitting on one, and coming down to the earth. Hugging the knees in for a moment, massaging the spine, being kind to the body. Extending your left leg long, interlacing fingertips behind your right leg and beginning to lift and lower, finding some movement in your leg, in the back of your thighs, your hamstrings. Keeping your right leg extended and beginning to point and flex the foot. A gentle awakening. Circling the ankle in one direction and move your ankle circle in the opposite direction. Pressing into the back of the thigh. Lower your right leg down, invite the left leg in, hug your knees together, and then let the right leg release as you interlace your fingers behind the left thigh, lifting and lowering, engaging all the muscles in your left leg, the large muscles, the small muscles, pointing and flexing, awakening all the ligaments in your toes and your ankle, and circling the ankle in towards the right and then towards the left. Hug both knees into the chest, rock a little bit from right to left, and then offer the body a twist, a knee down twist. In one direction, hug the knees in, and then let the knees drop over towards the left. Your arms can be in goal post, they can be in T position, they can rest on your thighs. Spinal rock up if it's part of your practice, massaging the back. If not, you can just roll to the right and come up. Whatever feels most comfortable for your body. Swing the legs behind you. Let your body assume the shape of a table. Toes can be tucked or the tops of your feet can be flat to the earth. Wrists under your shoulders, engage the belly, and begin to move in a cat dog. Rounding, tucking belly towards navel, and inhaling, lifting chin and chest and tailbone. Massaging the spine, awakening all the vertebrae in your back. A gentle movement, a kind movement, lifting and releasing. Extend the right leg long behind you, and if you have balance, extend the left arm towards the front of your mat. Point toes and fingertips towards the back of the mat, front of the mat, and then let your right leg move in towards your left elbow, working the belly, working the core muscles. Inhaling and exhaling. Release left arm, let right leg release next to left leg. A few more cat dogs, just releasing any tension in the spine. Returning to neutral, extending left leg long behind you, right arm towards the front of the mat. Reach with toes and fingertips in opposite directions. A long line in your body. And then let the left knee come into the right elbow. Inhaling and exhaling, engaging all the muscles in your belly. Release, your right arm comes down to the mat, your left knee moves in towards your right. Walk your palm prints up one hand length, tuck your toes if they're not already tucked, and move into your first downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Shavasana. Walk your dog, move from right to left, come up on your toes. See what feels right for your body. Pedal. And then let your hands move towards the back of the mat, towards your toes. Hang in an Uttanasana. And then bend your knees, circle the sun, and let the energy be released. Each time you exhale, release with a ha to the mat. Inhale up and release with a ha. Inhale up again and let your hands float down by your side. Find a comfortable position, Tadasana. Let your hands interlace behind your head, lift your chest, bring your elbows together as your chin tucks towards your chest, gently awakening the neck. Lift and open the chest. Head is received by the palms of your hands. Elbows come together and tilt towards your chest. And one more time, open and stretch very gently. And then bring your elbows together and move your elbows towards the right, slowly back to center and towards the left. A gentle stretch, a mindful stretch to the neck. Come back up to neutral position. Let your arms fall by your side and turn your wrists in one direction and turn them in the opposite direction. Make tight fists and open and release. Tight fists, open and release. And one more time, tight fists and open and release, letting your fingers extend. Arms down by your side. Find comfort in your stance. Notice and feel. Tadasana, the mountain pose. Arms by your side, feet planted into the earth. Inhale your arms overhead, temple fingers above your head, and move in one direction. Ardha Chandrasana, the half moon pose. Come back up to center and tip your body over to the left. Shoulder blades moving towards the back of the room, belly engaged, feet planted into the earth. And one more time in the opposite direction. Inhale, lengthening, and move towards the left. Release your hands in front of your heart center. Again, notice and feel as you're kind to your body, as you're gentle to your body. Inhale your arms overhead. Step the right foot forward. The back toes can be lifted for your Warrior One, your Virabhadrasana 1. If it's more comfortable, you can flatten the back foot, and if you do, just engage that left thigh in a little bit to keep the hips squared. If your toes are lifted, your hips are squared towards the front of the room. Let your hands come in front of your heart center, engage the belly, and then bow forward, straight back, heart bent towards the earth, bowing, letting all your goodness be received as you extend fingers skyward and move the energy towards your heart center. Inhale, let your arms reach behind you, fingertips towards the back of the mat. Rise up, pressing into the earth, letting all the energy, all the goodness come right down to your heart center. Receive and be thankful. Hands return to the earth. Right leg comes back. Adho Mukha Shavasana, your downward facing dog. Still pedal or walk your dog if there's any tightness. Feel the length in the spine, your shoulders broaden. And then roll the chest forward into your plank pose. Feel the energy radiating through the soles of your feet. Fingertips planted into the earth. Chaturanga down. Feet flatten. Chest lowers to the earth. Elbows under shoulders as you move into Sphinx pose. Gaze over the front of your mat, a gentle back bend, a gentle arch in your back. Your lower extremities are loose and comfortable. If you'd like to deepen the stretch, you can bend your knees. Just soften the body. Gaze, breathe. Be mindful, be gentle. As you're ready to release, press into the earth and move into your first child pose. It can be a tight child pose. Fingertips reach towards the soles of your feet. Feel the breath in your side body. Or you can widen your knees. Big toes touching, arms can extend in front of you. Stack fists, receive your forehead. Feel the type of child pose that is right for your shape, your body type. And then move into that child pose and give yourself a few breaths. When you're ready to release, return to a table position. Tuck the toes, move the handprints up one palm length, lift the knees, hover the knees for a moment, and return to downward facing dog. Still having the option to walk the dog if necessary, coming up on the toes, breathing. Walking the toes towards the front of the mat, hanging in your forward fold, your Uttanasana, connecting with the earth. You can also crisscross the arms and just rest with bent knees, relieving any stress from your knees or your hamstrings. Find a half lift with a straight spine, gazing over the front of your mat, and then bend the knees, circle the arms overhead, offer the body a gentle back bend, palms pressed together, and then release your palms in front of your heart center, Anjali Mudra hands, prayer hands. Notice, inhale again, and then step the right leg back. Your left foot is in front as you prepare for your warrior one. Remember that you can flatten your back leg if that's more comfortable, if that's part of your practice. If you do, just turn that inner thigh in a little bit to keep your hips squared. If your back toes are lifted, your hips are squared, your arms are alongside your ears, and see if you can bend into that forward knee just a little bit more. Move your hands in front of your heart center. Let yourself bow over your forward leg as your fingertips reach towards the back of the room, being grateful, honoring the present moment, and then sending your gifts skyward, bringing the energy that you are creating right down to your heart center. Bow forward and release. Your heart releases. You humble yourself. Your fingertips reach towards the back, and then you rise up, prayer hands, Anjali Mudra. Notice and feel, and release to the earth. Your left leg swings behind you as you move into Adho Mukha Shavasana, your downward facing dog. Connecting to the earth, feeling the strength of your body, feeling your inner light shine as you roll the chest forward into your plank pose. Chaturanga down to the earth. Bend your elbows, flatten the tops of your feet, and settle in a prone position. Let your palms be placed underneath your thighs as you prepare for Ardha Shalabhasana, the locust pose. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale your belly into the earth, and as you inhale again, let your right leg lift behind you. Your palm is pressed into your thigh. Your toes are extended towards the back of the room. And release and lower. Inhale, exhale. Inhale again, and on your next exhale, press your belly into the earth. Inhale and lift your left leg behind you. Let your left toes press to the back of the room. Breathe and lower. You can move your palms up to your hip creases. You can make fists, or you can just keep your palms flat. You can let your nose rise a little bit just to find breath, to find placement in a comfortable position for your neck. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and lift both legs behind you. Both toes pressing towards the back of the room, right and left foot. And then slowly lower. Release your arms. Press up. Let the hips go back towards the soles of the feet as you rest into a child pose. Again, it can be a tight child pose. Arms can be in front of you, or arms can circle behind you. Connect with the breath. Inhale and feel the ribs expand, and as you exhale, the buttocks move towards the soles of your feet. Return to a table position. Tuck the toes, handprints release up. Come to a downward facing dog. Soles of your feet on the mat. Inhale, lift your right leg behind you. Three-legged dog, pressing into the earth with palms of your hands and your standing leg. A full downward facing dog, and then release, inhaling and lifting the left leg. Coming down to the earth. Walking toes towards the front of the mat. Hanging in your Uttanasana, your forward fold. Finding a half lift, a straight spine as you gaze over the front of your mat. Releasing to the earth, bending your knees, circling the sun, a gentle back bend. Hands move in front of the heart center. Anjali Mudra, prayer hands. Connecting to the breath, being a witness to the moment. Let your right arm swing behind you. Your left arm, just follow the gaze of your thumb towards your right shoulder. Press the soles of your feet into the earth. Your hips are squared towards the front of the room. And each time you inhale, lift and lengthen the crown. And each time you exhale, twist a little bit more. Feel your way into the twist and then release. Arms float down by the side and you pause for a moment and prepare for the opposite side. Your left arm swings behind you, finds your sacrum. Your right arm, follow the gaze of your thumb towards your left shoulder. Inhale, lift through the chest, extend the crown. Inhale and lift, and as you exhale, twist a little bit more over your left shoulder. Soles of your feet planted into the earth, hips square towards the front of the room. Inhale overhead. Hands move in front of the heart center, prayer hands. Bow for a moment and touch with the breath. And then position your body to prepare for your Warrior Two pose, your Virabhadrasana 2. The sole of your front foot is in line with the arch of your back. Your arms extend right across the heart center. Gaze over the middle finger on your forward arm. Feel the weight move into your forward leg, engage the belly, and then move into a lateral angle. Right arm extends over your head. Back to Warrior Two. Gazing over the middle finger. And one more time, your right arm extends overhead. Your left arm rests on your inner thigh. Feel the stretch in your side body. Warrior Two, Virabhadrasana 2. Turn your feet towards the long side of the mat. Bend your knees a little if it's more comfortable and move into a forward fold. You can separate your feet a little bit more as you move from right to left if that feels right for your body. Bending right knee, bending left knee. Letting your head hang forward. Pressing into the earth. Letting your feet walk together just a little bit. Hands in hip creases as you engage the belly and lift, and prepare for Warrior Two on the opposite side, Virabhadrasana 2. The sole of your front leg is in line with the arch of your back leg. Arms extend across your heart center. Gaze over your middle finger on the forward arm. Pressing into the forward leg, feeling all four corners of your back foot planted into the earth. And then moving into your lateral angle. Right arm finds your inner thigh, left arm reaches overhead. Release and move into a Warrior Two. Breathe, perhaps releasing into the forward leg a little bit more. And then once again, your angle pose. Releasing your arms, finding your Virabhadrasana 2. Letting the toes turn in towards the long side of your mat, bending the knees, releasing, widening the toes, widening the legs, your stance, and moving right arm into the center of the mat as you twist. Left arm extends and reaches towards the sky, and then reverse your twist. Right arm reaches behind you, left arm presses into the earth. Release to the earth, swing around. Left leg moves back, and you find your downward facing dog. Pause for a moment. Use this as a resting pose before you roll the chest forward and find yourself in plank again. Coming down to the earth, flattening the tops of your feet. Letting your head rest on the mat for a moment. Arms release alongside the body, palms facing towards the sky. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling as you engage the belly into the earth. And on your next inhale, lift toes, shins, and arms as you gaze over the front of your mat and find your flying boat pose, Navasana. Inhale and feel the strength, feel the gentle bend in the back body. Lower to the earth, press into the earth, and move the buttocks towards the soles of your feet as you widen your child pose. Big toes touching, arms extended long in front of you. Taking a few breaths, letting your inner light shine. as you connect to the moment. Connect to the breath. A gentle inhale and a gentle exhale. Rise up. Let your legs swing around towards the front of the mat. And move into a bound angle pose, a Baddha Konasana. The soles of your feet touching one another, your arms on the soles of your feet or your ankles. Lengthen the spine, crown reaches. Find the breath, inhale and exhale. And then slowly just begin to lower towards the soles of your feet, trying to keep your spine straight, reaching with the crown, feeling what feels right for your body, your shape. I invite you to round if there's no spine issues or back issues or disc issues, if that feels comfortable and right for your body. If not, just keep your spine extended long. Take a few breaths, feel the hips opening. And if you are rounded, let the spine lengthen again as you engage the belly, come back up to a lengthened spine. Gather the knees together, legs reach out long in front of you as you prepare to come down towards the mat. Find a block or stack of books if you have, soles of your feet on the mat, and prepare for a supported bridge pose. Place the block right under your sacrum on the low side or on the medium side. Let the soles of your feet walk towards your buttocks. Arms reach down towards your side as your chest begins to puff up. Chin is slightly tucked. Find comfort in this pose, and remember, since this is a supported bridge pose, let the block do the work for you. Just rest, receive. Feel the white light from heaven shining down, filling you up, nourishing you, nurturing you, and allow yourself to receive. Allow yourself to be in touch with your inner light. Breathe. Release the block, lift your hips, move it away from your body to the side. And cross your right leg over your left as you prepare for a reclined pigeon pose, just opening the hips a bit. Lift your feet from the mat, interlace your fingers behind your left thigh. Move your legs in towards the chest, shoulders are relaxed, chin slightly tucked. You can flex your crossed leg, the leg that's dangling, just let that foot be loose. No movement there, no tightness. Feel the hips gently opening, and then release both soles of your feet on the mat and cross the left foot over the right thigh. Just rest for a moment and then lift your right thigh, interlace your fingers behind your right thigh. The right foot is just dangling, the left foot can be flexed. The legs move towards the chest, shoulders are relaxed, chin slightly tucked. A gentle, kind way to open the hips. Release, soles of your feet on the mat. And prepare for an inversion. Your legs can be extended, your feet flexed. You can stay here in this pose, allowing the lymph to drain through your body to nourish all your ligaments and joints. You can extend your arms towards your toes, just to help increase the inversion. Or if it's part of your practice, you can move into a half shoulder stand. Ardha Sarvangasana. Let the hips roll back, receive the hips in the palms of your hands. Keep your neck in one position. When you first gaze up, you can see your toes and just want to stay here. Let all Let all the weight of your body be received in your shoulders, not in your neck. You can open to a V. You can move your toes towards the back of the mat, left and right, whatever feels comfortable, whatever feels right, if this is part of your practice. And when you're ready to release, bend your knees in, let your buttocks come down to the mat. Interlace your fingers behind the base of your neck. Lift your neck and just move from the right to the left, releasing any tension. You want your practice to always be steady and comfortable, firm and soft, challenging but easy. Hug your knees into your chest. Massage your back, release right to left. And then begin to quiet the mind, quiet the nervous system as you move into your twist pose. Massaging the ascending colon, gazing in the opposite direction of your bent legs, connecting with the breath, letting the body relax, letting the body receive and quiet down. Chin returns to center, knees return to center, a gentle massage, and then let your knees release towards the left, the opposite direction. Your chin is in the opposite direction of your bent legs. Arms can be in a T position, or arms can be behind you in goal pose. Quieting the nervous system, quieting the mind, massaging the descending colon. Finding the breath, releasing and letting go with each exhale. Returning to center, hugging the knees in. One last twist, right to left. Extending the legs long as you prepare for your final resting pose, your Shavasana. It's nice to sometimes place a blanket or a sandbag on your abdomen just to increase the weight, to help settle you down, to calm your nervous system just a little bit more. Find your peace. Let the body settle into the earth. Let the earth receive your back body. Your chin slightly tucked, your feet gently splayed apart, arms alongside your body. Just take notice in this very active pose, but resting pose, of how the body feels. Be alert, be aware, but let the body rest. Let all the energy in your body that you've created from your practice slowly, mindfully be absorbed into each cell of your body. Honor your body. Let your body go. And just breathe softly. Deepen the breath as you awaken the body slowly and mindfully. The soles of your feet return to the mat. Arms extend overhead, a gentle stretch, and then allow the body to come into a fetal position as you turn to your favorite side. Rest for a moment. Thank yourself for practicing today. Remember your intention now as a present truth. Let your resolve be placed in the universe for the universe to honor. Press the earth away, head comes up last. And find a comfortable position for your body. A Sukhasana, or legs extended in front of you. Reconnect to the earth, reconnect to the present moment. Move the hands in front of your heart center. Remind yourself to always connect to your inner light. Inhale the arms overhead. Let the prana, the energy that you've created, move down to your heart center. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May there be peace, 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 as you walk this earth all the days of your life. Namaste and blessings.